A butt whooping.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
What?
How you doing, you Jesus freak?
Doing good, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. Good to see your face.
Yeah, you too.
I'm just doing live streams. I'm showing my face. Hey, Miss Devins. I know your last name is Sour, but you've been playing so weak. You know? And I'm glad I get to see you live. I watched a little bit with Paca. Close. And then when I close, I want to test. You guys can use the chairs, guys. I only have one behind and not three, so the chairs are for sharing. We call this tent the shade.
You really need it today.
Yeah. Well, it's the one time I don't throw shade. Throw
100%.
shade, I provide it. Right? Anyone see my podcast, they know I'm a hater by nature. I thought about you. I heard a minister, Pastor Dewey, talking. And I thought about you because there are not enough Christians who emote the joy that comes with the territory, right? Like, you, I don't know. Some people get too judgy because they have a standard and whatever, and I don't like that. My belief is you cannot evangelize and antagonize at the same time. You know, and you're the kind of guy that's like, I will not condemn you. I will not shun you. I will show Christ to you. And as someone who's not an Orthodox Christian, I know the tenets and what it's really about.
Yeah.
And I see that. Like, he's like, look at him. He's lit up. You want to know why he's lit up and why he's so joyful? Where's all that energy coming from? Might be your relationship.
Yeah. One of my favorite parts in the New Testament, one of the Pharisees asked Jesus, like, what's the most important commandment? Expecting it to be, some rule, some law.
Everyone's holding on to their seats.
Yeah.
Go ahead, tell me.
Love God and love your neighbor. The big two he gave.
What's wrong with that?
Both involving love, not do this or do that or sacrifice this. It's just love.
But this minister was like, you're quoting the book of Leviticus, right? That this is an abomination, but that's the same book that says you can't be in the same house with your wife if she's on her cycle. You're not allowed to eat shrimp, crab, or lobster, or shellfish. You can't mix linens, right? So, and I really like this guy. He's a Southern guy, and you know how Southern police are. I also sang choir for 6 years for Coney Island Gospel.
Oh, really?
And don't know what kind of church you go to, but anyone that's been to an Assemblies of God church or a Pentecostal church, it is dancing up and down the aisles, speaking in tongues, hand raised. And there's like 30 minutes of that before you even get to the service. So, yeah, but I just want to let you know, I appreciate you. You're good for the league. And oh, by the way, you happen to be a pretty good volleyball player.
I'll try to be.
Oops, I forgot that. he plays volleyball. So I was that rough for you? How'd that go?
First one wasn't great. Second was 13-15, I think. So, played solid, just inside out amazing. Had our chances. But,
and that's going to be you guys for the whole summer. Like, the men are so closely matched that championships are not decided by blowouts. They're decided by
there's going to be a lot of three-setters this year.
Yeah. Like Corey and Hurst beat the Brazilians. And it was 14-12. First game 14-12. They got to 13. And the youngsters called timeouts both times. They drew up a play and back-to-back 15-13s, you know?
Yeah.
Sean Cook, I think, I went to 3.
Yeah, I did.
I'm interested in this match. Like, a lot of people don't want to pay attention to women's matches. Devin Towers, good player. Wapaka. Carly Khan.
Devin's my girlfriend. I didn't know that.
Didn't know that. Wow. So Sowers is sweeter than I thought. Well, can Sowers be sweet on the court? The answer is yes, she can. Yes, she can. Yes.
She's so good.
Isn't she?
So
Just
good.
technically sound. And the first time I actually saw Con play, I was a little late in the house. The one in Florida that she won with Jen Ketty. This clean water. That's what I call Jen Ketty.
Yeah. The first time I saw him play was the
Let's go, Loreen.
Panama City AVP next. And she was split blocking. And she was back like lipping people, and then she went for the net and got like a Kong block right afterwards. Like, who the heck is this little 5'9" girl just business on people?
Ooh, a little bit of a J-hook pass. Quali Khan gets a touch. Free ball opportunity on the attack. Middle set, Loreen.
Nice set.
Blocked, covered. How about Marie?
There you go.
Turn.
Jumbo!
Nice,
So we're in
Marie.
the live stream. I'm going to remind my audience at home, we have a finite amount of time. These are games to 15. 2 out of 3 sets. Games to 15, so they will switch sides on every combined 5 points. Tell everybody who you are. I'm talking all this Christian stuff. Tell them who you are.
I'm Ryan Ierna. More importantly,
Ryan Ierna.
I'm Devin Sauer's boyfriend.
There you go. Boyfriend support. Look, I think Savvy Simo is Evan Corey's secret ingredient. She's like on the sideline of all his games. And of course, I got Eric Cam in the
Yes.
house. We got 1-1. Okay. So yeah, give me, since I got you here and I got a little inside knowledge, give me 1 or 2 things where you thought she showed significant improvement between the end of last season, let's say the last 6 months. If there's one thing that she showed maybe gradual improvement or significant
Nice block.
improvement, what would it be?
Her work with like serve receive stuff, because I mean she has one of the craziest arms you'll see on the tour. You can really just wrap the ball. Always has more angle.
Right.
And so she actually went to Hawaii to start preseason to train with Carly and her coach Danny.
Yeah.
Secret training Hawaii. Went out there and got a lot of good gems from him that she brought back home that we worked on. So a lot of good stuff there. And then she's been dialing in her blocking as well, learning how to make different moves, different footwork, different reaches into different spots. So I'm kind of excited how that plays out here because against a team like this, especially they're serving Chloe. Chloe creates a lot of really good angles, not necessarily with giant swings, but with really crisp shots.
Right.
So as a blocker, being able to affect those is pretty hard to do. So it's kind of a good tale to see how that works.
Yeah, and I was thinking the same thing, like her ability to take care of first hit, like it divides like the highly elite players, just serve and serve receive, like staying balanced, have that consistency, and not to mention pretty good jump serve, good placement, good directional integrity. And like you said, her hand, she's got a cannon for an arm, and as Riley McKibben would say, so many ways to hit cross court.
There's always more angle.
Yeah, that was the saying, right? There's always more angle. I got 4-3. How about you? So for you, where's one place between now and let's say May that you wanted to do? You want to go into the season and do a little bit better?
Personally,
Okay, just play through it. Nothing to see here.
But kind of what we were saying with Devin, I mean, like, there's so much of this game just comes down to serve and pass. I mean, as simple as it is, the more you're in system, the lot easier side out it is, and the more they're out of system, the easier it is to score wheels.
Right.
And so both of those have been a big focus this offseason, trying to really dial in my jump serve and really dial in my serve receive. It's my first year playing with a lefty. So as a left side player, playing with someone that can option from the left side.
Is that Tim?
Yeah, Tim Brewster.
Yeah.
And so
IQ player too.
Yeah, and so I mean, with him, he's not the biggest guy, but the range that he has and the angles that he can create is absolutely insane. So being able to put him up as an option side out too just alleviates some pressure. So it's kind of been focusing on with him that a lot. So the more we dial that, the more reps we get together, definitely the better it's going to be.
I think there's something very John Mayer-esque about Tim Brewster, where like he doesn't look like he wastes a lot of moves.
No.
Right? Like there's something like when I watched Mayer play, he did things so like effortlessly where like some players I'm like that took some effort to do. And I see a little bit of that with Tim. And he's a good IQ player too.
Oh, he is.
We got a switch, and I think that's 5 identical 5-5s. You could sit in. All of these seats are for sharing. I brought them. Like I only got one button,
6'4".
not 3. Oh, 6'4".
Yeah.
6'4", Loreen.
Yeah.
So first time I saw Loreen play, 32nd seed a few years ago.
Oh yeah.
And beat the Manhattan Beach.
Oh,
beat
yeah, that's
one,
right.
Beat Betsy and Julia Scholes.
Yeah.
And to Betsy and Julia's credit, they won. They came back and won. That looks like Zolani. Look at that. Zolani Hodel. Wow. It's a good shot. It's a 7 now.
7-5.
So it's weird. So like you got these games at 15. Do you kind of know there's a technical timeout? Sometimes you give up 3 in a row, right? There's like this unsaid rule. Wow. Woo. There's this unsaid rule you kind of call timeout if you give up 3 in a row. But like if you're close to the technical timeout, do you have a decision to make or?
I mean, that's a tough one. It's such a short game where it's a really big risk not taking it, you know? So, I mean, there's this school of thought where, like, you know, if you don't take it now, there won't be a later to take it.
Yeah. You're like,
all of a sudden you're down 5 instead of 3 or 4, and just like, okay. In a game to 15, this level of competition is really hard to earn those back.
Calling timeout at 12-7, it's like, so are we gonna, what are we gonna talk about? Game of Thrones or Avengers Endgame? We ain't talking about volleyball right now. We're down by
Skyball or something.
Textbook move, beautiful. We got a second switch of the game, and there's your technical timeout, 7-8, and Mr. Ierna, thank you for joining me. You can hang if you want, but I'm glad I got a chance to do a live stream. You know,
of course.
A de facto podcast.
Yeah, right? My dad flew in town for this, and we'll hang out with him for a bit. So
cool, man. God bless, brother.
Yeah, you too.
Very curious.
It's the ball. Okay, we're back from the technical timeout. Devin Sowers, the Apaka champ last year. Carly Khan, Big Fort Lauderdale champ, perhaps, with Jen Ketty 2 years prior. And Carly Khan, such a good player, such a balanced player, and seems like one of those partners where you don't have to deal with your partner, and if you know what I mean. Here's the up and down, and jeez. Just a great selection of different cross-court shots, and the one previous, like you need 2 blockers for that. Left shoulder serve, okay pass. Back set, and there's a touch. Now we're tied, 9 apiece. Carly Khan trying to speed up the pace of the game, gets the ball right away. First she wanted to slow it down and catch up, and there's an ace. Wow, timeout is called from the technical timeout. 3 unanswered points, fast points, not getting paid by the hour. Speeding up the pace, getting the ball right away to serve. It's Carly Khan and Devin Sowers. We have 2 ladies matches up because a women's match after this. For those of you that want to watch Savvy Simo and Abby Van Winkle play, they're going to be on center court on the AVP live stream. And for the people on the AVP live stream in the comment section, just let them know why varsity's doing court 1. We're going to have a good time today, and in the single elimination, 2 out of 3 set games, all 3 games to 15. It's cloudy, but we're going to make it a great day, people. down set, beautiful set, and there's the block and deflection. Little. Letting out a little bit of emotion, and there's your switch. Seesaw momentum, just 4 unanswered points for the women in black. Here's the dig, looking for a free ball opportunity, and on the attack, looking to get to 10. There's the dig. How about Sowers? Not yet. Nobody up. Dig out of the middle. Carly Khan said, I cannot on that one. And score is now 10-11. That ball left balloons out of bounds, and I know she wants that one back, because you give up 4 points to get it back. The last thing you want to do is make a service error, trying to get it back, keep the ball in play, and at the same time be competitive. That's called pressure, and returning the favor on that. Team Sowers and Khan. Jump floater, right to her, handled perfectly. Sowers, line over. Now we got 12-11. I'm gonna fix that score for you guys. For anyone that just joined me on the live stream, wondering about the score and the switches, all of the games, all 3 sets, or 2 out of 3 sets, are the 15. Got 12-13, trailing by 1 in this first set. In his best 2 out of 3 matches to 15. In a single elimination tournament. This is some fight for your life gladiator pit stuff. Ball's dug, looking to tie it. Oh, there's the block and batting cleanup. Nothing sour about that swing from Devin. Hitting the refresh button, if you will. Set point opportunity number 1. Serve out of zone 1. Okay pass. And textbook line shot, and 14-13, and got a timeout to use, but maybe they're just gonna go. I guess each team is afforded 1 timeout apiece, and they go for technical. There's a pop-up pass, and there's a force play, and now looking for the tie. Oh, wow! And that is the story of beach volleyball in the women's division. Championships are not won by blowouts. They're won by these 2-point victories that we're seeing more often than not, even in first rounders. Carly Khan, nice patience on her part. Saw the 3-block switch. Set point opportunity number 2. Drifter set, cross court. Middle set, Carly gets dug. Oh, there's a block! And if there's any story to this game, it's the immense touch blocking and stuff blocking, being dominant at the net. Nothing sour about Devin at the net. She is bossing it, and that's the end of the first set. Got one of my favorite players and homie, Zolani Hodel on court 3 at the net. Playing Katie Spieler and Tori Van Winden. I don't remember who Hodel's partner is. Hey Ryan, do you know who Zolani's partner is?
Tegan?
That's Tegan.
Yeah.
First name?
Tegan Van Gus.
Yes. Oh, I remember her.
Yeah, she was playing
Pottstown
with
Rumble.
Kim last
And also Pottstown Rumble finals. She played.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
made the finals. Actually, the last 3 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's a grass tournament. So that's grass. 15 side out.
Oh, yeah. I always wanted to go play
Big
that one. I
court.
never made the trip, though.
Big court.
Yeah.
You don't want to. It takes years off your life. Don't.
That's kind of why. That's why I haven't.
Yeah, don't. that is
It's
something.
like a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, that is something young and silly people do. I played in that, and I was actually okay because I was good with energy efficiency. But yeah, but Tegan, it's $10,000 first prize. She
That's pretty nice.
3-time finalist and 2-time champ.
Heck yeah.
Tegan Van Gunst, that's who Zolani's playing. Court 1, of course, you have Julia Scholes playing with Lexi Denneberg. I don't know who they're playing against, but we'll figure that out later.
We just drove out here. Yeah, not really, but I didn't want to fly back and forth.
Serve out of the middle. Good pass. Marie Kinna striking first blood the second set. Marie Kinna is married to DJ Klasnick, so there's a heck of a power couple, and let's hope Lady Luck is smiling on her a little bit more than DJ. Lost a tight 3-set match against Sean Cook and headman for hire Ryan Miller. DJ played with Bill Kalinsky. First 2 points. Nice hold on Carly's platform. Transition cut. There's a touch. Up and down set. Wow. Digs the teardrop and gets a teardrop of her own. Carly Brown earning that buck today. A little bit of a rush job, and there's a free ball opportunity. Not handled very well, but let's see if they clean up. No. Tip. Up and down set. Line over. Got it. Nice hot read on that adjustment. When you have a blocker like Sowers. You kind of want to lay in the cut a little bit more and play the line over game. Oh, Carly trying to teardrop it. And that's a 4-1. And again, wisdom beyond their years calling timeout. Carly Khan's not the type of player that waits. Unofficial rule, if you give up 3 in a row, it's an automatic timeout. And also take into consideration, these are 15-point sets. And the timeout. Loreen to serve. Loreen with a zone 1 serve and look out, right into my living room comes Carly Khan and much needed side out and strategic timeout, of course. There's a nice block, and once again, the story of this game continues. Tevin Sowers bringing the monster block. No music necessary. Nice quiet day. About a mile south of the pier. Maybe 2. You guys tell me in the comment section. South of the pier in Huntington. Way south of the pier in Huntington. But pretty much a typical spot for small and big events. And the referee's got to get off the ladder because he's got to see it. And Kinna eliminating the middleman from the verdict. Score is now 4 apiece, and that's what they do. They get a switch and they click. Now 3 unanswered points for Khan. I believe they switch sides on this. There's the switch on the dig, and Carly again loses the game of inches. And Spiker Beach has not been her friend. Twice rejected. Kinna to serve. Left shoulder serve handled perfectly by Carly. Carly gets blocked. Got it, and there's a much needed block by Kinna and Loreen, and the 2-point switch makes it 6-4. Leading by 2 in the set, trailing 0-1 in the match is Kinna and Loreen. For those of you that just joined me, this is our 3rd match on this court, so you can go back to the previous live stream on YouTube. 2 men's matches, 2 very fun matches. The Brazilians against Evan Corey and Thomas Hurst. You go on YouTube, just go to playlist or where the category where it says live, and all of the live streams should pop up. Also, if you're watching this, don't forget to smash that like button. Helps with the algorithm. And don't forget to share. You never know who's watching this from a very long way off that might want to see this match. Carly Khan, great elevation, nice swing over her head. Serve out of the middle, pretty good one. Nice hot read by Loreen and extends the lead to 2 again. Some great matches happening today. The women have been on fire the last, what? Since 2019. Carly Khan. Just a nice follow through in her swing that has this rise up and at the same time nasty topspin drop, and That might be a switch, but it's not a switch. It's a technical timeout, and a technical timeout will happen every combined 15 points because all of the sets today are in fact up to 15. So 2 out of 3 sets, every set is 15. No sets to 21 today. Let's go to the comment section. Go on YouTube first, see what people are saying. Oh, pretty dead. No one on YouTube. TikTok. Let's check that. Back for the live action. Actually, I think I see. Very odd. I thought I saw Sabby and Abby on another court, but that can't be them. Hey Avery, when the sun comes out, if you guys want to play in the shade, this is the kids' area. My 8-year-old's coming. Yeah, she's a little blondie. She's a towhead actually, like not blonde, like white. Yeah. She's shy, but she gets along with other blondes. 9-7. There's a drifter set. Carly Khan goes cross court. Doug looking for 10. Got it. Two unanswered points. The first 2 after the technical timeout. Struck by Kinna. Loreen. All the tell signs scream game 3, but you never can tell. Left shoulder serve, and that one went backwards. Khan tried to do a rescue job. They do know this. Actually, they'd already used their timeout, so a little out of luck on that one. They switch her to the left side and they follow her to the left side, and Khan makes them pay. Yeah. You see a lot of women's teams do that significantly more than men's teams. They will switch sides when they get, when a server or a serve receiver feel like she's getting picked on. And they really want to see if the other team follows them and gets mouse-trapped, like they just did, or if they're just serving a zone. Oh wow, what a one-hand dig that would make the Brazilians proud. The peel dig. She's got to go, and a little bit of a mess. Who's going to clean this up? Will it be Kinna? Teardrop! My goodness. Tears from the sun on that switch. Or is that a switch?
Oh, the guys in front.
You got 12-8, that's a switch. Aren't they glad they can hear me? Served to zone 1, handled okay. Carly gets dug, looking for 13, double dig. Oh, she had a decision to make. Was that going out or in? We'll never know. But for now, stopping the bleeding. It's Carly Khan and Devin Sowers. For those of you that just joined us, thank you for having me in your living room. Thank you for having me in your lives. Jason DeBillius, courtside. Served to zone 1, and there's an ace. And the exhale said so many things. It's a let's go and a sigh of relief at the same time. So many emotions. Timeout is called, and we could get a match conclusion on the other side with Julius Scholes and Denneberg. Just like say Denneberg. UCLA product. Josh, where'd you go to school again?
Westmont College.
Westmont, that's
Santa
right.
Barbara.
You told me that. You know, you were on the podcast 2.5 years ago.
Hasn't been that long.
It's crazy because now I think that was like 120 something, and now I'm on 234.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I've come a long way. Yeah. By the way, I appreciate it. You know, like,
That was fun.
yeah,
Anytime. That was fun.
honestly, as long as players like you keep picking up the phone and saying yes, you'll always have a platform. It's yeah.
No, it doesn't feel like that long ago.
No.
That was fun.
You guys, by the way, you and Wyatt look good today. His on two is like, you could tell he's not cutting corners, like the follow through and way above the net. Yeah. We're back from the timeout, and Carly Khan that way on that play. Carly Khan not. And all the tell signs say game 3. But again, you never can tell with this team. Yeah, they're the comeback kids. There's a short serve. A little emergency action on that bump, but I was just gonna say lemons to lemonade, but that ball, the luff balloons out of bounds. Set point opportunity number 1. Perfect pass, nice hold on her platform, and Carly this time with the fix. And there's the switch, could possibly be the last switch of the set. In this 15-point set, second set, this isn't the third set. Pretty not crowded today, but the crowd has picked up massively, and for everybody working their way around the tent, you can actually sit in the tent when the sun comes out. There it is, there's the second set. So yeah, this is called the Blue Shade, guys, and I got a bunch of chairs here for when it gets too sunny and people want to sit in the shade, sit in the shade. I only bite on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Which court again? This one or the one? Ah, boom.
Sorry.
Everybody trying to keep us away from each other.
Yeah, after that, this match.
And who is it? And who do you play?
We played Baumgren and
Baumgren and Lawton.
Lawton, yeah.
I'm gonna go say hi to the fish, Mark Fishman.
Oh my gosh, I love the tall one.
It's like you have to show Steve Asher. Our club sponsor. To have like the king be the high chair, right?
No, that doesn't bother me. I always love a fight.
switched on the movement side. Very much a new way of
All right, we're back to third set. We're gonna reset the scoreboard. Carly line over, man, just perfection. Kinna's been playing fantastic defense today and is only giving up perfection, so a lot of pressure in this decisive third set. There's a drifter set cross court. Looking for two. Khan. Line over. This time she's there. Oh, man. Talk about a cut that dropped like a ton of bricks. One apiece. I see Jacinda Ramirez on the other court. There's an LMU flashback. Loyola Marymount University under Coach John Mayer, and nobody up, and a little unsaid conversation with the ref. I kind of like that set. I thought that was cool. Mark Fishman in the house, the Fish. Dirty New Yorker. Served as zone one. You know what? That's a great lemons to lemonade play by Kinna and Loreen. Not the best pass in the world, difficult serve, and I believe we're at two apiece. I'm so glad to be out here today, people. I got to say hi to some of my favorite players I'm a secret fan of. And that time the ref...
That's a makeup call. It's terrible.
It is a makeup call, and as one of the fans said, but I don't like him waiting for it to come out. If he sees the double, call it right away.
Hold your breath longer.
That ball's out of bounds.
Told you.
For anybody looking if there's a restaurant or like a food place here, my significant other asked me, and I'm like, I told her I do not see a thing. Wow, nice rescue on that, and wow, she was thinking too much on that. Look like she was thinking drop and then change her mind and poke, and before she knew it, she ran out of airtime, and sometimes you just gotta make a move. Good things happen when you hit. 4-3. Going back to zone one. Okay pass. Drifter set. There's the touch. Kinna. I guess the only bright side to 2 out of 3 to 15 is they're not going to run behind schedule. There's a free ball situation. Looking for 5. There's a touch. Shot counts. It's in. End the foul. One away from the switch, and this is what they like to do. They get to these consecutive plays. They get the ball back right away. Even though it took her time on that one. Devin Sowers is served. Devin. Ooh, that was close. Great decision to take it. There's a line over Doug, looking for the switch. Sowers. Whoa! Look out. Shout. Ow. Devin Sowers locked in. Zone 1 serve, and again, presents problems. Did she touch it? That was very, very bizarre. I really thought the ref blew the whistle. Turns out, identical whistles by another ref. Zone 1 to zone 1. Carly Khan with a nasty, just absolutely gross cut shot. Great balance, great disguise. Hawaiian native. Played a little indoor and retreated to the beach and has had a big smile on her face since. Wow, there's a ping pong play and maybe a little finger action there that's, I don't think is I don't know if it's illegal, you guys tell me. Up and down, and that's a matter of inches, in or out, and that ball was out. In the game of inches, and as far as a controversial play or not play concerned, nothing to see here. All's well that ends okay. Loreen and Kinna won the point, trail by 1. Pretty good pass, set out of the middle, and that time Khan had some liftoff. Great liftoff by Carly Khan, good job. Sowers. Back to zone 1, what we expected. Beautiful set, and again, you know, that's what happens that split second when you find yourself thinking too much. Sometimes you just gotta look, react, attack, and there's a timeout. I don't think there's a technical timeout for the third set. I'll ask Avery Dross, there is. Avery said they said that in the players meeting.
When it's a total of 15, all 3 sets.
Gotcha. I was told by my blonde bombshell that when it's 3 sets, 2 out of 3 to 15, all 3 sets have a technical timeout. And even if he didn't know that, he is the type of guy that pays attention in the meetings.
Detail oriented.
I am. And you know, everyone thinks like, why do you only take the men's matches? I'm like, that is not true. Here I am with the women. And the Huntington Beach Open last year, remember the Open? My first 8 matches were all with. That's not fair. I was like, that's not fair. Tasha.
Jason, right?
Yes, pleased to meet you. Tasha doing good things on the beach scene. Tell her what school you play for?
CSUN.
CSUN. Wow. Beautiful play by Marie Kinna. Line over and a little bit of a disguise on her jump. But always a reminder to jump for power so you can set up your shot. We have a drill at LMU where if you saw a shot, the player would scream, shot, shot, shot. Carly Khan is all about Khan. Do you see score? I think it's 10-7. Carly Khan, one of my favorite players. Winner in the last AVP in Florida. Sowers, the Wapaka winner, her partner, Devin Sowers, who is the girlfriend of that Jesus freak over there. Actually, Jesus super freak.
Wait, the guy in the hoodie?
Yeah. Sitting down, yeah.
I love seeing nature
I I also complimented his Christianity because there's two kinds of Christians. They're the ones that are miserable. There's an ace. That are, everyone's gonna go to hell, and then there's the Christian that lets their light shine.
Yeah.
Like right now, you could see a light behind them.
Yeah, there's a halo.
I always say you can't evangelize and antagonize. Whoa! What a hand cannon for the 11-9 switch. Yeah, I always tell my friends you can't evangelize and antagonize at the same time. Carly Khan. We call her sours, but there was nothing but sweetness on that line shot.
Lots of puns. Coming.
All day. Carly Khan? Sours, are you kidding?
The amount of wordplay. Is that why you commentate?
Yeah, I have the gift of gab. My degree in theater performance just allows me to shapeshift. You got 12? Actually, it started in New York. I was the City University Championships. They were looking for like a color guy, and most color commentators are like former players. They're like the setup guy, could be anyone. And I had a good time at it. Called the finals 3 years in a row, and I moved out here and started doing more of the same. I called the Big West Championship a few years ago when Hawaii played South Poly, all of Pepperdine's home games. AVP New Orleans, Evan Corey's first team. So yeah. And last year indoor, I called LMU against UNLV for the ESPN thing. That was my first my ESPN debut. So yeah.
I heard that people in New York.
We do. And there's a reason why a lot of us talk with an accent, because that's the only way we can slow it down.
Can you speak in your normal New York accent?
What are you, my mother? That's how we talk. I'm a Brooklyn kid, and but yeah, and I can talk like that. But my mother, she's like, you ain't talking like that, Mom. You know? But I went to an all-Italian high school in Brooklyn. You listen, you start talking like when you listen. 12-9, and there's a nectar set teardrop on the dig. Much needed dig by Kinna. Marie Kinna, the wife of DJ Plasma.
She went to LMU.
Yes.